Uh, American men's penises are the 59th biggest in the world. We just cracked the top 60.
Woo!
Now this is a short king spring.
Oh my
Feels
God.
good. Feels good to be in the
on
top 60. Yeah, dude. You know, we've been pushing and pushing.
Yeah.
Well, it is the short king spring.
You almost did it.
All right. Episode 16 of the Fair Enough podcast is here. It is Tuesday. It is Thursday for you. We have some weird shit to talk about today. We're going to get into some world records, some interesting facts. I have a couple questions as well. But yeah, Bob here in Detroit, as always. Michael in Chicago. Fresh background, fresh sweatshirt. Jack
Fresh
in Mount
haircut.
Pleasant,
You know what I
fresh
mean?
haircut. I mean, the
Come
guy's
on.
fresh today. Come on. And then Jack's in Mount Pleasant after a successful day, it sounds like, in Detroit.
Very successful.
Scooping some golf clubs. Shout out to your boy Carl.
Massive shout out to Carl.
Over at Carl's Golf Land. No free ads. This is not a free ad. This episode 16, as always, is brought to you by Road Creative. Shout out to John. And they are doing something right now. They're doing a little 30-day. Let me look this up and get this exactly right for you, because they're doing some shit. Exclusive offers for the next 30 days from Road Creative. Reach out to the Road Creative team via email to set up a virtual meeting for your business. You can get that email. It is contact@roguecreative.org. That is contact@roguecreative.org. Anything that you need for your small business when it comes to graphic design, John has got you. Rogue Creative's got you. They're the best at what they do, and they're going to cut the prices of the big guys in half, and you don't want to deal with the big guys anyway. So get these exclusive offers from John and Rogue Creative. Reach out to him via email using the email contact@roguecreative.org. You can also visit roguecreative.org and find him that way. So shout out to John. Shout out to Rogue Creative. Shout out to Carl's Golf Land. All right. Don't be scared to sponsor us, Carl. So I have a question for you right off the bat that I was thinking about in the car when I was actually driving back from Chicago.
Okay, what do we got?
How many? I stopped at the gas station and I was thinking about, okay, how many like single full cans of Mountain Dew or Coke or any pop that do you think are on the planet at any given time?
I don't fucking know, dude.
I don't think the number exists. I think it's like gazillion.
Yeah, I mean, of one pop, like of one type of pop,
even just one.
Dude. I mean, yeah, no, I don't think there's a number to that. I mean,
I don't think so either.
It's infinite, I think. Obviously there is a number, but like, I don't think it's even worth trying to think about.
I don't think. Yeah, the limit does not exist.
Yeah,
and I just did some digging to like try to find, okay, can I even get something close to this? Mm-hmm. So, and Coke has some good facts for this. So, in Coke's first year, they sold 25 bottles. Okay. Now, on average, they sell 1.9 billion with a B bottles every day.
Every day?
Every fucking day. They sell 10,000 bottles of Coke every second around the globe.
See, but that, to me, okay, so to me, though, that means that they have, like, do you think that's business to business, though? Because you can't expect, those numbers can't be what they're getting pushed from the stores, right?
Because they would be like a gazillion-dollar company.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, so they're doing how much? How much billion?
1.9 billion per day.
So they're doing 2 billion a day. There's just no way that's like, there's no way there's 2 billion bottles of Coke leaving stores a day. right?
No, I
There's
think
no
you're
way.
right. It's got to be like pallets going to stadiums and
like
businesses
to merchandise. Yeah. But that's still a crazy fucking number because obviously that means that they're getting moved out at least a fairly similar rate. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to push them back into onto the shelves. So I would say that means there's probably about 1 billion that are going out a day, and then it's
that's what I
probably
was thinking.
You'd probably think it's at least half of what they're pushing out. Like the stores are also. You know what I mean? So,
dude, 2 billion a day. That made me think like, what? There must be like there should be a factory making Coke every like fucking 10 feet. Like, how are they getting that much out? Like, there's got to be so many spots that they're making Coke, and I wonder if the taste varies from like factory to factory.
I doubt it. I doubt it within the states at least. I bet you like nationally, I bet you there's a bit of a difference. Like if you ever go to a Mexican joint, you get the bottles of Coke from Mexico. They say from Mexico on there.
Yeah.
They're always a little better. But then again, that's the only time I ever drink. Oh yeah. But that's also the only time I ever drink Coke out of a glass bottle. So it's always just a little bit better because I like any pop out of a glass bottle better. It just I don't know. It just feels good.
That's a popular thing, though.
Yeah.
They brought it back for that reason.
Yeah. So I bet you that there's like a little tweak in the taste nationally, but I think Coke is such a big thing that it's probably pretty straightforward around the world unless there's some restrictions for like say it's in an area where you can't eat a certain thing. Like I don't know if there's any sort of gelatin or whatever that goes, but like if you're in the Middle East, a lot of Muslim like that, you can't eat the gelatin because of there's pork fat, like that kind of shit.
Oh.
So like something like that, you know what I mean? So I bet you like around certain areas, if there's food restrictions within like that, I bet you there's a little bit of a difference. But I think Coke is such a huge brand and a huge flavor and a huge market, whatever you want to call it, that it's probably pretty close across the board. I would personally think. But then if you look like at like a McDonald's though, which McDonald's you would think is almost as close, but excuse me, if you go across fucking the pond, there's different types of shit on all the fucking McDonald's menus, and like none of it's the same. So
that's what I was just gonna say. Like, do you think that they would tailor the taste of Coke? Like, okay, like Indian people like curry and like spicy shit like that. Like, do you think that they would change the taste of the Coke to fit the way that they like things?
I don't think so because I'm pretty sure a lot of shit like that. The reason why like a lot of Indian foods use shit like that is because it's native to their land. So like and like a lot of like Asian foods, depending on where you're at, they use a lot of sugar and they use a lot of this, they use a lot of that because it's native and it was easy for them to get those ingredients, back in the day. Same thing with like Hawaiian food and shit like that. Like that, I think so. I think that's why, but I don't think they would cater just a one flavored drink to the fucking area. Maybe they have like
no,
how I don't know. Like think about like
I bet they do.
You think so? I bet you they do. Like how we get like a disco Coke every other year, whether it's vanilla or whatever the fuck. I remember when Pepsi came out with like Pepsi Lime and Pepsi Lemon and shit like that. Yep. I bet you they do goofy shit regionally, but it's like their type of goofy shit. Like we have our goofy shit like that, and they probably have like a Coke, whatever the fuck. But I bet you they still have the normal red Coke.
I see it on TikTok every once in a while. Do you see that shit where like this guy's like packaging
snacks
from different countries? Yeah, and he'll send them to you.
They're all cool, yeah, and they look.
We should do that.
Delicious. I agree.
We should do that
because they look fire. Dope. I definitely agree with that. But I wonder if like that makes you think like, okay, do you think there's just normal Cheetos though, like in Japan, and then they have right?
They definitely got the normal flavor, yeah.
So it's like I don't think that Coke. I think Coke is too big to not have normal Coke in every fucking store.
Yeah, they just flex on you, no taste difference, nothing. Yeah, that's probably. I mean, you're probably right.
I would think
But yeah,
so.
we should do that. We should 100% do that. We should put a bunch on a poll and let people vote as what we'll get. Like, all right, you get 5 items. What do you want us to like try?
Yeah, but I don't know how readily available all that shit is, man. Like I
It's
know,
readily
like,
available. The dude will pack it up for you.
Yeah, but I
We
thought
seen
that
it.
shit was like. I thought that it was like a subscription box.
No, I think that's the dude just sends one-offs.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I think so. Well, I'll take a deeper dive into that TikTok page and see exactly how he how he works it.
I mean I think it's I think I like the idea of all that. Like I'm not super adventurous with food, but like with chips and like snacks and shit, I'll fucking
It's a
try
wrap.
anything. Yeah, it's a wrap. But
Good mythical morning with Bob and Mike.
That's exactly what it'd be. Just a good mythical morning.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen that show, Mike?
no, I don't think I have.
What? One of the best shows on the internet. Definitely watch it.
Oh, it's an
They try
internet
goofy
show?
shit. Yeah, they try goofy shit like that all the time.
No free ads though.
Oh,
It's
is
just
that
two
with the
dudes.
2 dudes? Is that with the 2 dudes? The guy with the glasses? Yeah,
The dude with
I
the
know what
long
you're talking
hair?
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yep,
they're
Rat
good.
and
They're,
Link.
I enjoy them. Yep.
They're the best.
All
I
right.
was watching them today.
That's so strange. Just the odds. Okay.
Let's go to another thing that I saw today. And maybe you can talk a little bit about sports because you have shit going on in your world. I have fucking nothing going on in my sports world as far as Detroit goes. But I saw this today. Shout out to our guy Chris Castellani here in Detroit. He wrote a blog about Jake Arrietta.
Okay.
And that crazy run that he went on between it was May of 2015 essentially to June of 2015 to May of 2016. Yeah. And these were his numbers. He went 25-1 over that span.
Oh.
He had a 1.09 ERA.
Yeah.
He had 4 shutouts and 2 no-hitters. Yep. And fucking 26 starts.
Yeah, guy was dumb.
Bananas.
And the fucked up part is the end of that 2015 year, his second half or whatever, he pitched like a 0.6. Like his ERA was it was crazy. But yeah, that was, I mean, and then you know what I hated, which I don't even know and I refuse to like believe, is everyone's like, oh dude, there's no way he's juicing. Like, dude, this guy was on the Orioles and he was dog shit and now blah blah blah, he's the best pitcher literally ever. And I'm like,
that's just pitching though, I feel like.
Well, and also it's like he got a new pitching coach. Like that happens. Like like that a lot of guys turn it around when they get the guy like the coach. And True. I mean, I also refuse to believe it even if it was true. But yeah, dude, those were the dumbest numbers in the fucking world, bro.
I don't like how will that ever get touched again?
I don't know, but I don't know, but I can see a guy like DeGrom having a half a year like that, or he just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's unreal. If you do that like a 6-game stretch.
Oh, yeah. If you're throwing a 1.09 ERA on any day, I don't give a fuck what day it is, that's good. To do it for a year, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. I wonder how many strikeouts he was averaging too at that time.
I mean, I think it was like
had to be 7 plus.
Yeah, it was up there. I mean, dude, the guy just was unhittable. Like he just like every pitch moved and he was throwing like 94, 95. Like,
dude, I watched a video. Chris posted a video of just like his highlights from that year, and he just fucking put the ball wherever he wanted. Like,
he was disgusting.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was tough to see him fall off though, man. Like, he won the Cy Young, we won the World Series, and then like he was just bad for like a year, and then we traded him off, and he came back, and he was just bad. Like he just never. It was just weird because it was like that's when like the juice stories to me were like, what is it true? Because he was just so good for a weirdly specific amount of time, and then he was just bad, like bad, like 5 ERA bad. Where you're like, man, dude, like you were just the best pitcher on the planet for fucking 12 months straight, and then like it definitely makes you think like, well, maybe he was or was using the spider tack or whatever.
Yeah, see, like that I would get if he was using spider tack or something like that. The juice doesn't make sense to me for a pitcher. I don't know if that's just me, but like juice, when you're putting on muscle, it fucking tightens you up. Like pitchers don't
Yeah,
want to put on muscle.
but it doesn't
There's a
necessarily have to
reason
be
that
like
Justin Verlander
steroids, though.
looks the way that he does.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be like steroids. It could be any performance enhancing drug. That's what you know what I mean. It could be
Yeah.
something else.
Well, when somebody says juice,
roids,
that's where
Mark
my head
McGuire.
goes.
Yeah,
Well, that's where my head goes. That's fucking baseball. Baseball and juice.
I mean,
where
I
juice
guess.
came from.
I guess. Oh my god, this guy's over here like, yeah, dude. Jake Arrieta is hanging out with the Bash Brothers in the fucking 80s.
That's what I'm saying, dude. The guy's a brawler all of a sudden to everybody. Oh, he's on the juice. He's on the juice. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But no, that was a crazy ass run, man.
Crazy stat.
Crazy.
That'll never be touched.
No,
Bulls.
Do people get caught doing that get kicked out of the league, or do they just get like suspended?
You just don't get to go to the Hall of Fame.
Pretty much. I mean, Barry Bonds.
You don't get to go to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, and you get they do suspend you for a year. A-Rod got suspended for a year, right?
Well, the thing is that, like, thing about Bonds and shit, though, it was like he retired and then they got after him. Clemens, he retired and they got after him. Even A-Rod, for the most part.
He was basically
but no,
done.
if you get tested and you fail your drug test or you test for it, you usually get hit with like I feel like it's like a pretty hefty game suspension, like half a year. I feel like.
Yeah.
And then I think if you're like a second offender, you get shut down for a year. I don't know all the rules to it, but yeah, you get hefty punishment for performance enhancing drugs.
You do.
I feel like I'd take that risk.
Well, like they say, like Mike Trout, I believe like he takes Adderall or something or whatever the fuck he takes. He takes something for like a very mundane thing that a lot of people have. I can't even think. I wish I knew what the fuck I was talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Bob?
Is the best PED on the planet.
But
my buddy and I were just talking about Adderall and whether or not it is considered a PED in like esports. Like, are you allowed to go into an esports tourney hopped up on?
Sure, you can.
Vyvanse?
You could probably do that going in there
can.
fucking hammered drunk if you wanted to. Like, I'm sure
You're right,
there's
though.
no.
It shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, but that
is an absolute advantage.
Yeah, but I don't know what Adderall does really, like, to like the person that needs it though, because it's like
that's true.
What if you've always been taking Adderall your whole life, and then you've always played vids, and then you get good enough to where, and now it's a thing where you can be a pro, and then they're like, oh hey, you can't take the thing that you've been taking for your fucking condition your entire life. There's no way. I mean, it's if you have ADHD confirmed or ADD or whatever the fuck else you need Adderall for, there's no way they can be like, no, you can't take it. And I think that's the thing with Mike Trout. Something with Mike Trout, I for the life of me, he takes a legal drug for something that he has a legitimate condition for, and people say like, oh, like that's kind of bullshit, like this, that, and the other thing. So there was like some weird little stuff around Mike Trout for a while saying like, hey, he's taking, some whatever legal drug for his ADD or some shit like that.
A-Rod should have used that same excuse. It's for my anxiety.
Well, I mean, he can prove it though. Yeah, he's taking Xanax or something for his thing. But yeah, you get a pretty big fine. It's not only for like just steroids. It's like they can consider like a lot of stupid shit as performance enhancing. Yeah, so they got to be careful. And I think what they do is like a lot of the guys that have to like take shit like that, they go to the league first, or they go like, hey, this is my shit. Let's talk about it. How can I do this properly? And I think I'm sure a lot of people have to take those types of meds to just get by,
Right.
So,
Bulls.
What the? My neck just popped. Anyways, we got a guy dying on camera right now. But the Bulls, way better than I had anticipated, dude. I was
They stuck in the game.
you know, there was like the first time in NBA history that two guys had taken like over 25 shots and on the same team and shot less than 30% each. And they only lost by fucking 6 points.
That
DeMar
was
shot
what.
like yeah.
Damn, I
DeMar
didn't know they both shot under 30.
yeah, DeMar and Vucevic both took over 25 shots and both shot under 30%. And they were close. And I mean, Zach had an okay. Like, everyone played okay. DeMar DeRozan. I mean, the guy got us to the playoffs. He's won us 1,000 games. This and everything. But boy, did he shoot like shit. Like, I mean, and it's not like he was like forcing shots. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm a superstar, I got to force shots. It was like he got to his spot, that little elbow jumper, and was just brick job, dude. He could have started a masonry school with all these motherfucking bricks. It was unreal.
I think they just kind of had. This is just the worst matchup ever for them. I didn't
Oh,
realize that they were 1-17 in the last 18 going into this one with Milwaukee.
we haven't touched them.
Holy shit! It's
But
almost tough to lose that many times.
no shit. The worst part about it too is like if they got fucking stomped out, like they were down like 9-0 to start the game. It was like 20-5 to start the game. And you're like, okay, this is gonna be a 30-point rout. No big deal. Fuck it. This is what we anticipated. But it's like, dude, their defense that hasn't showed up all fucking year shows up,
Yep.
fucking holds them to 91 fucking points or whatever it was, and we can't.
And then the
fucking make it
offense can't
happen.
score.
And that was the saddest part about the whole game. Like, honestly, it's not. This was the one game we had a chance because, dude, they're not gonna shoot that poorly again. There's just no fucking way.
Right.
But
what do you think? When do they play again?
Tonight, yeah. No.
And then
yes, they do. Yes.
When's game 3 back at UC?
Dude, no. Game 2 is tomorrow. Because we played on Sunday. Today is the Heat and the Hawks, and then Memphis.
They're taking fucking 2 days between home games.
I'm pretty sure because tonight is the Hawks Heat,
3.
and then it's Memphis and whoever, and then it's the Suns and the fucking the Suns and the Pelicans. So who does Memphis play?
I don't remember.
Utah, maybe. No, that was yesterday. But anyways, yeah. So they don't play till tomorrow night, I believe.
Do they have a shot at game 3? And if there is a game to win, is that the one that they have the best shot at?
I do think if they're to win a game, it's going to be game 3 because first game back at home since 2015, I think, or whatever it was, 2013. Like, I think that the crowd's going to be fucking rocking and roaring.
Definitely.
I just think, though, the thing about the Bulls is that DeRozan's like the only guy that has playoff experience. Like, Levine's never been to a playoff game. I mean, I know they got like Caruso and shit, but like I'm talking like primetime guys, So it's like Vucevic has been with Orlando his whole career. They've always kind of stunk. You know, so we got Io and Kobe White. They, a bunch of young fucking guys. So I think this is going to be really, if we can win one game, maybe two, if we can win fucking 2 games, absolute win in my book for the Bulls. They had the weirdest year in basketball fucking history, I swear. They were okay, and then they won like fucking 14 games in a row, got to the 1 seed, and then they literally they couldn't beat anybody good all year, but holy fuck, down the stretch were they bad. They were so freaking bad because they were just playing a bunch of playoff teams. It was like Philly, Milwaukee, this, that, and just getting stomped out every fucking game. The only team they beat was like Cleveland down the stretch, and I'm like, oh my God. So if they can win 2 games for how bad they've played in the last month and a half, I would be fucking very surprised, very happy.
Yeah.
So
we'll see what happens. We'll keep you updated on the old Bulls.
Yeah.
Nothing really to talk about in Detroit. Larkin just got shut down for the remaining 6 games, I think. He just had surgery for a core muscle, which is fine, which is good that everything went well. I mean, you don't know what injury that is, but it probably didn't fucking feel good and anything in your
absolutely
core.
not. No.
So hopefully he comes back 100% next year. But now they're just kind of in tank mode. Let's lose these last 6 games and hopefully see some good things out of some players. And Stevie Y can make some decisions that way this offseason. And then, hopefully we get a good shot at a spot in the lottery. So,
Well, I mean, they're at the bottom 6 right now, right? 'Cause I know the
I think
Hawks
they're
and the
the
Wings have
bottom.
like the same amount of points. So
Yeah, I think they're the bottom. Yeah, 6 around there. So
yeah.
we'll see. Tigers, everybody's hurt. They have 19 guys injured right now. That's an actual number.
Oh, really?
Most of the MLB
Oh,
by a landslide. Yep,
Jesus
everybody's fucking
H.
hurt. But it sounds like it's a lot of ticky tack type of shit. The Casey Mize injury stinks, but they're not
What are you gonna do?
playoff. They're not a playoff team anyway. Let's fucking get real here. They're not a wild card team. Like, we're gonna finish 3rd in this division, which is a win in my book. So
Yeah.
and we'll be battling for it.
The
But
Guardians aren't that bad, man. The Guardians aren't that bad.
bad. No,
Minnesota is supposed to be solid too. So they I mean, yeah, like you said, if
that's
they
who
get
I'd
there
say
in
is
that
too.
division, it'd be a
Yeah.
battle.
It's a good year. Yeah.
Dude, speaking of hockey, for the Blackhawks, dude, Pat Foley is the voice of the Blackhawks for literally the last 40 years.
Yeah.
He called his last game the other night, and you don't you don't realize about announcers, man, and then it's like they go and you're like, holy fuck, it was so crazy. Like, they were playing back all this shit, and he was just so good. And then you hear the guys that they're gonna have replacing him, and you're like, man, that is horrible. Because and I watch, because I'm a degenerate gambler sometimes, so I'll watch random hockey games on their networks. Not on NHL Network, not on MSNBC or whatever the fuck, NBC Sports,
Right.
whatever. It'll be like the fucking the Bally Sports, fucking whatever, and you're like, God, these guys suck. And now the Hawks are going to be one of those teams where you're like, God, this guy sucks, dude.
Yeah.
It made
tough.
me tear up. Yeah, it teared me up a little bit watching it. I'm like, damn, that's so unfortunate. You just see a whole generation of stuff just fucking gone. It's fucking
Poof.
so sad. Yeah.
We're gonna have the same thing someday when Ken and Nick aren't up there anymore. I mean,
I feel like Ken's got a while though. No, I mean he's
maybe.
I mean, if he wants to do it, it's his.
If he wants to do it, it's his. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody else fucking sucks, dude. Like, Larry Matthews stinks. Ozzy's good in the spot that he's in. He needs to be behind the desk.
Yeah.
There's just nobody else. It's gonna be fucking tough when Mick's gone. So he just says some goofy ass shit when he's hammered, and that's the best.
and I'm a hater on Doc, but fucking Doc Emmerich was a goat too. I was such a hater, and then I was like, after he was gone, I was like, oh man, he was really good.
Tough, so
real
unique.
Tough.
You just love a unique guy. Doesn't matter what way it goes.
Yeah.
Well, R.I.P. Mr. Foley.
He's not R.I.P. He's not dead, you jag-off. He's only 67.
He's dead to you.
Yeah, I mean, not really. I hope not. Oh, my God, you sick son of a bitch.
Anything else? Sports-wise on your end?
Nah, man. Dude, did you watch any of that USFL football league?
Yeah, we did watch it for a little bit on Sunday morning.
Because your boy. Oh, did you watch when
Shea was playing?
Oh my God, dude, that league is so bad.
That whole league, dude. The whole league is bad. The O-line, the fucking quarterbacks, the receivers, everybody stinks.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is cool because guys like Shea Patterson get to play pro football, but dude, it's so fun. It was so bad. It was hard to watch, honestly.
What do those contracts look like? Are these guys making a substantial amount of money, or is this do they have to have a day job?
No, I think they're getting paid like $80,000 a year.
Yeah, they probably don't have to have a day job. I think what it is essentially for a lot of those guys is that like it's their chance to still get into the NFL. You know, because if you show out there, then some team's gonna pick you up as a third stringer when their guy gets hurt. You know what I mean?
The one dude kind of balled out for the Panthers from the AFL.
Who's that?
The quarterback, the black dude, number 7, I want to say. I watched him a couple times. Yeah, I watched him a couple times in the American Football League, and then he went to the Panthers and he did all right.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think
XFL.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, but like, what about who's that dude that played for the fucking who played for the Broncos 2 years ago when fucking Drew Lock and the other guy were hurt like all year long, or like they got hurt and they had to go pick up. He was like 5'8".
I don't remember.
He was a super small black
Was
dude.
Was it me? Oh.
No. And they were playing like the Steelers or some shit. And like this kid, I don't think he completed a pass. I think he was like 0 for 7 on the day. And it was just like, it was fucking brutal. But I think he was an XFL kid that got a fucking practice squad contract and all of a sudden was thrown into a starting position for a week in the NFL. It was wild.
It's sick.
Yeah, it's sick.
So, yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
Could be something.
If you're a 5'8" QB out there and you're listening to this show right now, don't lose hope. You still got a chance.
I guess.
Maybe have a backup plan. Just maybe have a backup plan.
Yeah, definitely try to have a backup plan.
But no, I don't have much else to say about sports. I mean, the baseball season is still so freaking young. Everybody on my roster for my 20 home runs has a home run except Acuna. And who was the only other guy? Oh, and Joey Gallo, who's an asshole because it's Joey fucking Gallo and he hits all the home runs. And I think he might be banged up right now. But so I got 18 out of 20. One of them's not playing yet. He's supposed to be set for early May. He's going to hit me 30 ding-dongs, and we're cashing out. So we're looking all right here, boys and ladies.
I really fucking hope this happens. If somebody wants to, if somebody out there wants to give us like a pacing report, so you could tell us, hey, like they're fucking way behind. These guys are way behind. These guys are on pace. These guys are ahead. That'd be sick.
I'll send somebody
or
Jack.
Jack.
I'll send the bet.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
I got some fantastic news for all of us.
What's that?
I got a hair in my mouth.
The worst feeling.
Yeah. American men's penises are the 59th biggest in the world. We just cracked the top 60.
Woo!
Now this is a short king spring.
Oh my
Feels
God.
good. Feels good to be in the top 60. Yeah, dude. You know, we've been pushing and pushing.
Yeah.
Well, it is the short king spring. Unless you're in fucking America. Because we're the long dick spring now.
Long dick summer approaching.
So
what must have happened is just natural selection by women, right? Over time, women are just not. They're like, you have a small dick. I'm not fucking you. They go and fuck the big dick guy. Eventually, our numbers get bigger. So we're having big dick children.
People in other countries saying, nah, that dick's too long.
Ooh, they're open to.
I want a short dick.
If that's the case, I want to be in other countries.
Or this is gonna sound really fucked up. Maybe there's some war-torn countries where a lot of guys are getting. So they're losing, their averages are going down because there's less dicks in the world. Maybe just a significantly, just a smaller country in terms of dick sizes, and they're losing all their big dick bandits are getting taken out.
You're saying the big dick warriors are like going off?
I mean, I'm just saying, if I was in the Ukraine and I was the president, I want my big dick bandits being at the front line.
Oh, dude. Maybe you're right.
Maybe they're getting taken out. I don't know. I'm just saying.
So they have a draft, but instead of it being an age restriction, it's a dick length restriction.
And not necessarily, you can still join, but you're not getting thrown on the first line. You know what I mean? The front line it's got to be at least 12 inches. You know what I mean? So.
Oh shit.
It's funny.
Average length here is 5.35 inches, which I feel like got bigger.
I feel like that's a bit much.
Yeah, I feel like
I
when
know.
we were in
I
like
see
high
why we're
school,
moving up. I remember when it was 4.
yeah, I was just saying I could have sworn in high school. Yeah, it was like 4.5 or so. So
I think that's one of those stats that America just throws around, like,
yeah,
oh yeah, like to make you feel better. Oh yeah, dude, it's just 4.
and
Like,
also
you're not
Who
good.
are they? Who are they measuring?
Yeah.
I never got asked.
Oh, I didn't get asked either. Thank God. The number would have plummeted.
yeah, that shit reminds me of the fucking that South Park episode, bro. The TMI episode.
Your favorite episode.
It was one of the best episodes out there, bro.
But it reminds me of the 4 reminds me of like when they're like, yeah, like the average income in America is like 20 grand. You're like, oh, I'm a 1%er, dude. And it's like, okay, and then the average dick size is 4, and now it's fucking 5.
Yeah, I think also that I think that whole I don't think that's a real stat. I don't think any of that is real. Because like Jack just said, who are they measuring?
Who are they measuring? That is a great question. This was a study done by, I don't know. It's in the New York Post. Read a book.
It's in the New York Post.
You know why it increased? Yeah. It probably used to be a study done by women, and then now it's a study done by men. And we added an inch. And we're okay with that.
Somebody, dude, Mark Normand
Hilarious.
has, his 30-minute special. He talks about how they're like, it was like the average male baby dick went up. And he was like, who's doing this study? It's like, those guys must not have wanted credit.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, they're like, you guys were measuring from the base. You got to measure from the balls. You know what I mean?
Come on. You're not giving these guys all the credit.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Do you want to get in any of these stories, or should we just jump right into the world records?
I mean, I think the Lego thing was pretty cool.
Yeah, you want to go over that one really quick? That one was kind of cool. I thought the complaints one at the Dubai airport was good too.
That honestly just makes me upset. Like, really?
So you want to skip it?
I mean, I don't give a fuck, dude. I mean, just
let's
tell the world.
Let's talk about that.
Just tell the world.
People are gonna be pissed now if I don't say it.
It's so fucking stupid.
People are gonna be pissed now. All right. In the story goes, one individual in Ireland made 12,272 noise complaints against the Dublin airport in 2021. I'll read that again. 12,272 noise complaints in 2021 about the Dublin airport. So this person just lived near the airport. So that was the complaint, that the planes flying over were too fucking loud. And they averaged 34 complaints a day.
Yeah, so that's 34 complaints a day. Think about it. You're only up probably maybe 16 hours a day. So that's 2 complaints an hour. And in reality, you're probably doing it within about fucking 8. So you're doing probably 3 complaints an hour for a fucking year. That sounds exhausting.
I wonder if these are they have to be online, right? There's no way you're picking up the phone fucking 34 times a day.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Yeah, because they would have that number flagged and they would just not fucking answer it. Because what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Call the police and have them show up to the airport and be like, "Keep it down in there, boys." Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, that's not an option. It has to be online. But I mean,
still
for
wild.
what? For what though? Like, you bought property at the price you did because it was next to an airport. I bet she has a beautiful house, or she, or whoever it is.
But this is a dude for sure. Only an angry dude, only an angry Irish man is this persistent. and pissed off.
Oh my god.
An Irish woman would be smart enough to just be like, we're fucking moving.
Yeah, we're moving.
Yeah. If somebody just paid him like $1 per complaint, he could have bought a new fucking house.
You're right. You're 1,000% right.
He could have
You're saying
got the hell out
You're
of
saying
there.
12 grand you could buy a house?
In Dublin.
I mean, I don't know what Dublin looks like.
That's
Isn't it
true.
the fucking cobblestone streets and horses and shit? That's what I picture it as. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
They don't have iPhones.
No.
They just got really thick wool sweaters.
Yep. And beer
A
bottles.
lot of sheep and stuff.
90%. That guy's complaints counted for 90% of all complaints received by the Dublin airport last year.
Sounds about right.
Moving on. This guy, and then we'll get into the world records. This is perfect. So this guy assembled the Lego Titanic in a world record time of under 11 hours. What are your thoughts on this here, Michael?
I think that is
it fast? How do we know? That's the hardest thing. Is it a fast number? I mean,
it's a almost 10,000 piece set.
9,090 pieces.
9,090, sorry. Okay, so I thought it said 9,900. But either way, 9,000 pieces, dude, in 11 hours. Like, I've done fucking Lego piece sets with my nephew that are like 100 pieces, and it's taken me 30 minutes or so. And that's actually
right.
No. That's a lie. It's taking me longer. I do like half
it takes
of
you
it.
an hour.
And like, and you're like sitting there, granted it's with the child, but like finding all the pieces, like snapping them together. That's what I'm saying. Snapping them together is one thing. That ain't shit. But like knowing where all the pieces are at, knowing which pieces where. I wonder if like there was stipulations to where he just has to like dump out the box and then fucking rile through it, or if he was able to like set it all up and then snap it all together because he knew what was going on.
Right. Yeah. Was this his first run?
Yeah.
That would be fascinating to know. I don't know if it doesn't say it in here.
Because like,
yeah,
reading those books, like those books are fucking, I mean, obviously precise, and like those pieces are dumb as fuck. So, yeah, I think that's impressive. I personally do.
It definitely seems impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's less than a day.
That's like you said. That's basically 1,000 pieces an hour. That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, and I mean, like to do that in a day, like less than a day, and just be like, oh, hey, what are you doing today? Well, I'm taking a whole work shift plus some OT, and I'm building this fucking this Lego set.
Yeah.
So I think
the craziest part about it is the like if he hasn't done this before, the comprehension of the book to be able to move that fast and fucking like you just got to be so quick, like, and organized too.
Well, I do think Legos nowadays come in sets. Like, say you have a boat, it'll have like, okay, well, here's the 30 pieces, and then it'll come with its own book, and then here's the 30 pieces, and it'll come with its own book.
Does do that?
But like I've seen that thing built before. I've watched. I don't know if it was like on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook, whatever the fuck. But like, dude, the inside, the inside of that thing is like intricate. Like it has like the inside.
Like real?
Yeah, dude. It's not just like, oh, here, put a big ass block in the middle and then build around it. It's like you got to build like the fucking Titanic on the inside for the most part. Like there is shit in there. Yeah, so it's actually it's fucking crazy. I don't know what I was watching. I wonder if it was this fucking guy. Honestly, it probably was.
It probably was.
And I was like, oh, that shit is it's buck ass wild. Like if you open it up, you can see inside the Titanic. It's pretty cool.
Yep, we'll get right on building that. We'll try to break his record.
Real question, Mike. Real question.
Yeah.
Before we go on, do you think he sunk it?
He's in North Carolina. There's no ice over there. He's good.
Man, I'm running it into the fridge or something. The freezer.
Are you?
Dude, yeah.
Right after you build it?
Not
How
right
much longer?
I feel like you're obligated.
The maiden voyage.
You're not glass casing it? I'm glass casing it.
It took me 11 hours. I can do it again in a day. It's not like you're breaking the integrity. It's pieced up,
It's not the right way to look at it.
dude. I mean, you
I'll
gotta
glass
fucking.
case the Death Star, but I don't think I'm gonna glass case the Titanic. I think Mike's right. You
No?
gotta slam that shit into something.
And then
No,
you glass case it, broken in half,
That'd be kind of dope.
and you put it at the bottom of your pool.
It's actually, yeah, there you go. That's kind of dope. Turn your pool into a fucking fish tank.
Yeah.
You want to get into these world records here? It
Yeah,
sounds
sure.
like you have some ideas, and it sounds like you have some ones that you think maybe we could break.
I
What are your thoughts here?
don't have any ideas. I just want to say the one. So for everyone listening, we looked up a list on the fucking Thrillist.com. It was just like some thing with a bunch of world records that are fairly manageable without being a fucking
Mike looked
freak.
up this list. We did not.
Yeah.
No.
It took me 10 fucking minutes. Give me a break. Anyways, the one that is on here that upsets me
Mhm.
is the one. It's the world's most tennis balls fit in one hand. And the
Most
fucking
tennis
answer
balls.
is 26.
What?
26 tennis balls. That's not normal. You have to have a giant hand and be abnormal. Simple as that. You can't fit 26 hands in most mitts. So, our 26 balls and that. So that one actually really angered me, and I wanted to bring that up right away.
This doesn't make any sense to me.
What?
So they're all stacked. Like even if they're stacked on top of each other, how in the fuck do you fit 26 tennis balls in your hand?
And if you look
I
at
can
like
barely hold two.
where's that one at? Like if you look at the fucking the way you have to do it too, it's like, oh, you have to put them in one at a time and then have it sit there
Yeah,
for
like
5
this
seconds. And
basically, right?
yeah, well, no, I think, dude, they got it. I don't think
You have
it's
to grab it with the same hand.
yes, dude, it's one hand. So you have to put it in your hand with the free hand. The rules say on there, you have to put it in your hand with the free hand and then
Yeah,
have it
that's what I
sit
mean.
there for 5 seconds.
With
So
palm up, you think
it's gotta be
it's got to be
lodged.
freestanding.
It's got to be lodged into your
Yeah,
hand. So then I'm assuming it's like you put it finger, 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 and then like a honeycomb. But dude, 26 balls, like that's so many. That's like 4 a finger plus fucking 6 in the hand, you know? Like
yeah.
I was like, get the fuck out of here.
I don't believe this one. There is no picture, so I don't fucking believe it.
And then it says at the bottom, it's like
Yeah, stupid as fuck.
yeah, if you don't
You
got big hands, maybe try the Jello one.
Which is one I want to talk about because I think we could beat this one.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Honestly.
this one is most Jello eaten with chopsticks in 1 minute, and the record is 3.2 ounces.
Yeah,
3.2 ounces. That's
Jack.
that's half of this can.
Jack,
Not even.
look up a little thing of Jello and tell me how much is in it. Like
At least
if you
12
were to
ounces.
get like a pudding, like a little thing of pudding,
Quarter.
like those. How many ounces are in that? Because to me, in 1 minute, I can muck fucking 4 of those things. Like
Right.
any
Like
flavor,
how?
only one hand. Oh, only one hand may be used, while the other one's behind the back.
Yeah, that's got to be a joke, though. What was the number?
3.2 ounces.
Dude, those Jello cups say that they're 3.3 ounces.
Well, I mean
Okay.
but now that I'm thinking about it, though, if you can only use one hand, you can't hold it down. That's kind of tough, actually. Then, because I mean, I wonder if you can like slurp it from like, is it standing Jello? You know, because it's like, how do
That
you
is
eat
tough.
it then? Because if you can't hold it, that would be actually pretty tough to fucking manage with the spoon, even.
Yeah. No, you're right. I think
But it's still doable.
This one's it is becoming harder though, the more that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. I'm not too savvy with chopsticks, to be honest. So
Oh, I'm horrible, dude. I can't. I was gonna ask you that. Can you even use chopsticks? Like, I couldn't actually use chopsticks. I'd have to
like
learn first.
I think I can pick up like I kind of understand it. I think I can pick up like a chunk of meat, but like the way they like pick up like rice and noodles and like everything, I don't think I could do that. But I think if you gave me like a fucking chunk of chicken, I can fucking pick it up and slosh it into my mouth.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah,
Uh,
Jello, no shot. Hey,
yeah, Jello would be so tough. But
this one I thought was beatable until I started thinking about it. So this one is the most sticky notes on your face in 1 minute, and the record's at 58.
okay.
And then I was like, okay, like I could fucking fit way more than 58 on my face. You know, that's what you're thinking. But getting him on in 1 minute, he did 1 a second basically, which that's pretty good. Yeah, but how? Like, are you getting them? Like, what's the like? Do you already got them? People giving them to you? What's the deal there? Can you go 2-handed?
I don't know that. So it says must
Placed
use
there by the
sticky notes,
individual themselves.
and it must remain attached for 10 seconds after the minute. May not be attached to
You
the
just gotta be
eyelids.
quick though, dude. Because you gotta attach them yourself. You gotta be placing them yourself. So that means you have to be grabbing them.
I don't know. I think it's I think that's doable, but I wonder. I mean, dude, that would be a lot though, because you'd have to make sure that the first one obviously is on your skin, and then the last one has to be touching your skin. It's like I wonder if like they have to be touching your actual face, or if like Jack said, if you can just overlap them, because um I guess if you can overlap them, it's all on your quickness, your hand quickness. But I don't know. I think that one is doable though. Honestly, if you
You
sat there and
think?
smacked yourself in the face for fucking a couple days,
Yeah, you could probably get to 1 a second, which would be 60 and break it.
yeah, I don't know though. That would be so tough. No, dude, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Now I'm thinking about
You
it.
can't?
I mean, dude, like if I sat here for a minute, I don't know if I got. I'd have to work out for a little bit. Like
Get
I
that
think I
fucking
can do it.
bicep.
Now I'm looking at the clock and I'm looking at my. I think I can
Dude.
go 2 a second for the first 30, and then 1 a second for the last 30. Done. I got 80 on there, or whatever the number would be, 90.
We need to get on that one. ASAP.
Oh yeah, baby.
What about the most saltine crackers eaten in 1 minute?
Absolutely no chance. 10?
10,
No
10
fucking
crackers.
way. Yeah, but
No
no
way?
drinks though. No drinks, and you have to
No
eat
drinks.
it. You have to eat it, swallow it, show that you have nothing in your mouth, and then eat it again. No chance.
How hydrated do you have to get to even get through 10?
Dude, you have to have the most savory mouth on the planet. There's just no there's just
You're just
no
walking
way.
around sloshing and drooling like this is a perfect guy for the job.
I mean, I don't know what you'd have to do. You'd have to have fucking enlarged salivary glands. Like you'd have to have some stuff going on where you're not normal on a normal basis, but when you're eating crackers, you have normal amounts of moisture in your mouth.
I think that's borderline torture. Like, imagine having cotton mouth or something and trying to even eat one saltine cracker.
You're 100%.
Yeah.
That would be torture.
You would be a peanut butter dog for about an hour and a half.
You would.
I think we used to try this shit back in the day, and I think you get to like 3 of them, and you're like
I can't fucking breathe.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, your fucking lips are stuck together on the inside. I don't know.
I'm gonna die.
It's funny at the bottom of that. It says, it's like, some compared it to,
Yeah,
eating mummy
eating a
dick
mummy
or whatever.
stick.
Yeah, eating a mummy's dick.
Yeah.
Which I think is super funny.
What about the most marshmallows eaten in 1 minute? 25. Standard size. 25's a lot too for another. It's another dry, sticky. That's a death trap.
Yeah,
Eating
I almost
25
choked on
marshmallows.
a fucking cheesy gordita crunch, bro.
Yeah, you did.
You think I'll be able to muck marshmallows? I don't know. I think if you can eat them at the same time, like if you can squirrel it and put them in there at the same time, maybe. But I don't know. That's a lot. You'd have to pretty much swallow it. 25. It's you know.
You kind of would. That's fucked.
Yeah. Nah, not a big
One
fan.
every 2 seconds.
No chance.
Yeah, it's a lot. What's the other one that I liked?
Here's one that I like.
Go ahead,
Most
Jack.
T-shirts put on in 1 minute with a buddy.
I was
I
wondering
think
about
we could
that.
absolutely smash the number 31.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
That might be our record, honestly. That might be the fair enough record to break.
We got to try that.
For being honest,
You'd have to get a lot of shirts, and you have to go get XLs and shit, and fucking.
Well, we wouldn't have to get a lot. We'd have to get 32.
Exactly.
Well,
That's
yeah,
how many
but
shirts. That's how many shirts we gotta get.
that's true. But you have to get big ones though, because at the end you can't be throwing a medium over a
Eventually.
medium. Yeah,
That's no problem, dog. They're all the same price.
Yeah, that's true. You know, the one I thought was kind of doable if I'm understanding it properly is the most coins stacked into a tower in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I saw
Like,
that one.
One-handed, you just gotta stack. Like, I wonder if it's like one at a time, where it's like, but if you can fucking like, I don't know. I feel like stacking coins is not that difficult. You know what I mean?
No. What kind of coin do you have to use? I'm sorry. Was it like a...
It says any coinage will do that carries a max thickness of 3 millimeters may be used. So I'm assuming like the quarter is probably like the biggest one you can use. I don't know. But
And it's 51?
51.
That's steep, dude. That's pretty fucking steep for quarters.
Yeah.
Like, you know. like you're fucking like Scrooge McDuck, just like measuring. That's about 50 quarters.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, you're a dick. Yeah, we could break the shit out of that one. T-shirts and then that one. What about the fastest time to place 24 cans in a fridge? I don't really understand this one. Cans must be intact and unopened, must use a commercially available refrigerator, and it must begin with the door closed. Any cans fall over, any end up broken.
I didn't understand.
So are you just...
I didn't understand the commercially available refrigerator rule. Like, are you going to mod a refrigerator so that you can more quickly stack cans inside?
Right.
No,
Yeah,
I just think it's probably though, where it's like
I think
just
that's
can't.
just like semantics. They have to kind of say.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you have to get a fucking fridge with 3 shelves on it or whatever or something like that. Not just like a box that keeps shit cold, you know. So
just to control everything.
I think that would be. I mean, for 9.5 seconds, where it's like, I wonder if like
The
they're
record
like
is 9.5 seconds. I don't know if
they're taking them and like putting them in at once. That, you know, or if it's like one by one. If you're one by oneing it, or just fucking chucking them in there like a psychopath, like
that's what I mean.
I just don't know how.
There's more to this one.
Because if it was like, oh, this said like 30 seconds, I'd be like, okay, that's him. Just you have to literally just stack them in there.
But like, get them in there. Get them in there. Yeah.
9.5 seconds.
Yeah, you're fucking grouping them and throwing them in there.
Exactly. Like, I don't. There's gotta, like you're using like a ramp or something. Just fucking like you're fucking
rolling them all up in there.
Right. You're the fucking savvy
style.
Yeah, you're the savvy vet bartender that slides the shot glass down the fucking bar. Like, I don't know. I don't get that. It seems way too fast.
Yeah, it seems way too fast.
Yeah.
We'll have to look up some videos for some of these.
Dude, speaking of
that's
videos,
why we need a fucking studio.
There's a music video out there that you probably knew what I was gonna come into. I'm not sure, but it's by Paramore. The song "Ain't It Fun?"
Yeah,
ain't it fun living? That song, phenomenal. Haley Williams is top
she's
3.
God.
Yeah, I mean, she's one of the best looking people on the planet, and she's got the voice of an angel.
I'm gonna see
But
her
in that
live.
in that video, they break fucking 10 world records. And I think that we can. These are things that I think that we actually can compete with if we had
Okay.
the material to do.
I love it. Hit me.
So the first one, we would need some busted up guitars, but it's the fastest time to smash 30 clocks with the guitar. So you have to smash and break 30 clocks with the guitar, and it's 31.33 seconds. If you lined up,
Damn.
you know what I mean? If you lined up 30, just bah, 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 bah. And I don't know if this was a group one. 'Cause I think that one, I
fast.
think, yeah. And I was like, but I'm saying, like, there's 3 of them in that video. There's 3 of us, and we just lined up a bunch of fucking clocks.
It's true. We could probably do it.
I think we can fucking do it. Jack might
Yeah.
have to give up a couple of his guitars, but no, I'm just
Yikes.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
What,
dude, wow,
Jack?
bro.
For the podcast. That's fucked.
That's fucked.
That's super fucked.
We're doxing your paycheck, bro.
You do that one. Yeah, Jack.
Oh,
I'm withholding this month's pay.
Damn it.
I also think another cool one is the most vinyl records broken in a minute.
The most vinyl records broken in a minute.
Like a vinyl, like for a record player.
Yeah, what's the number?
58.
Damn.
And I think that's by one person. So just smash
Is it free
smashing.
hand? 2 hands, or is it one hand behind the back?
No, I mean, it looked like no. He was breaking them over his knee. They were breaking them over their knee and shit. So I think it was just fucking busted them up. 58. I feel like that's doable.
We could easily do that one. Easily.
The thing I like about these, they're probably broken by now, to be honest, because people probably saw this video.
Somebody
like,
saw this, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the fucking but like, I don't give a fuck about that. I want to beat them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I bet you they were probably like the first people to do all these. They were like, oh, hey, let's smash clocks with fucking guitars and send it to Guinness. And then now all of a sudden we're fucking in the, but this one, yeah, I like this one. As longest time spinning a record on your finger. And it was only 30, I say only, but it was only 32.81 seconds.
That one would take some effort.
But I feel like that's something that you don't have to, like, you don't have to really race the clock.
You're
or
just
anything.
keeping it going?
Like, yeah, I don't know if it's like a one spin or if it's like a keep going.
No way it spins for 30 seconds. No way. That's so long.
Can you guys spin a basketball on your finger?
Yeah.
I wish.
Oh, like
I
for
could.
a prolonged period of time?
I don't know about a long period. What's a long period of time?
I don't know, like
31 seconds.
Can you do the hit thing on the side? Keep her going?
Like
that dude from Ned's Declassified?
I forgot about that dude. That dude's unbelievable. That guy's unbelievable.
God.
He's got that record by a fucking landslide.
I think I could keep it going, but not that well. But yeah, I can spin a basketball on my finger for probably 10 seconds. I mean, that's not like that's a lot, but
that dude is one of the best athletes of our fucking generation.
This guy's talking about Ned's.
How did they even film that shit?
How did they film it?
Was he really doing it?
Dude, I think he was.
Dude, I'm pretty sure the longest spin on a basketball is like a year.
Yeah, that makes sense. The show is about 3 seasons.
It's some crazy shit like that. So that would make complete sense. Another one I liked was most cartwheels done in 20 seconds while wearing boots. And it's 7 cartwheels.
7?
I feel like you could do 7 cartwheels in 20 seconds.
7 in a minute?
No, in 20 seconds.
Oh, in 20 seconds.
Yeah. But you got to be wearing boots.
Fuck.
Oh man, I don't know. I just think
I
that's a
think I could
funny
do it.
one.
I don't think the boots would like change my
Yeah,
game that much.
I don't either.
You know,
If anything, it would help. It would that the weight of the boots would push you
right? It would
fucking
swing
forward
you
quick.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
exactly.
right.
The
The momentum.
momentum. Uh,
That's wild. That one's breakable. Any more brain busters?
yeah, I got one more that's super fucking stupid, and I think it's
Let's see.
hilarious. And she's the cutest thing on the planet. It's the fastest time running backwards while holding stuffed animals and blindfolded for 30 feet.
She is the
And
cutest thing ever.
it's only 6.14 seconds. I'm backpedaling the fuck out of that.
Oh yeah.
30
No,
feet? Come on, dude.
that's money.
10 yards, dude. I'm fucking. You're running a route
That's
on me. You're not getting touched for 10 yards. You know what I mean?
that's pretty fast though from baby girl.
Well, I
Mm.
actually think it was. I think it was one of the dudes, but she does it
No,
as
I thought it
well.
was her. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, one of the dudes
But
broke it.
yeah, one of the dudes like has the record, but she was doing it as well, and she's the cutest thing ever.
What a douche move.
Man,
12 seconds?
Yeah.
I could tear that shit up.
and he was right.
Yeah.
First try.
Yeah, I mean, no big fucking deal.
Good shit.
But yeah,
Anything else?
not on those
Is there anything
fucking,
else?
not on those world records.
Do you got anything else today?
You're not gonna tell the world about our Chicago experience, bro? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, we were there. I was in
I'm
Chicago
always
for
here.
yeah, I was in Chicago for a good 14 hours probably when it was all said and done. Hiked it out Friday and what the fuck time did I get there?
Probably like
5?
5. Yeah.
5 o'clock. Got there at 5 Central Time and then left in the morning at 10:30. So pretty quick turnaround. But yeah, dude, Tom Segura was fucking amazing. That's what we did
God.
Friday night. That was the reason we were there, and
so
he
funny.
was incredible. I cannot wait until that thing comes out as a special.
Yeah. I mean,
And I'm sure there's like a bunch of parts of it that he didn't even say because he's probably got different sets because he's doing so many tour dates.
yeah,
know?
I was gonna say that. Yeah, there's probably bits and pieces that we won't see in the special, and then like we'll see other shit in the special.
Right.
Like, yeah, dude, that shit's so funny. Tell me that's not the best though, bro. Like, was that your first comedy show you ever been to?
No.
No. Who else have
No,
you
I
seen?
went and I've seen Brian Regan and I've seen Nate Bargatze.
Oh, you've seen Nate. Okay, Nate. But dude, isn't that shit the best though, bro? Like, I don't know.
Oh,
It's so
unbelievable.
quick.
It's just so much better being there.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
mm.
And then we went to fucking Sluggers. Didn't get you in the fucking batting cage, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. We were kind of just vibing, doing our own thing.
Dude,
And
I got some pretty bad photos of us in front of Wrigley.
oh god, yeah, forgot about that. They're bad.
They're not good. Also, the
No.
guy that was fucking taking them was an idiot. Like, it looks like we're fucking 200 feet away.
Oh yeah, that checks out. Can't even see our face in any of them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's bad, but like we're doing like stupid poses and shit. I'm like, oh my god, I hope the world never sees these.
Those will never see the light of day. Sluggers, best bar in America, probably. That bar is fucking sweet.
Dude, it's just got a little bit of everything, man.
It's perfect. It's downstairs. If you haven't been to Sluggers, it's literally right across the street from Wrigley. But the downstairs is like this kind of bar in the middle and then club area. And then you go upstairs and on your right are batting cages and arcade games. And on your left are dueling pianos. It's like the fucking perfect bar. There's all kinds of variety. You can, like, we were sitting in the piano room in the beginning. Then we went and played some basketball, and then we went to the club. It was fucking wild, all in one building. It's incredible.
Yeah,
so fun.
It's definitely insane. Like the amount of stuff you can do there. It's just insane. One thing I want to tell the people of the world, the however 100 of you that listen, if you're walking with the fucking order of nachos and there's a guy walking on the other side of you in his lane, don't put your nachos in his fucking lane and spill it all over his sweater.
Yeah.
Fucking some lady, fucking sitting there walking. We go take a piss, right? Because Tom was coming on, and like the guy previous was closing out. He was introducing, right? So we're fucking zipping through. We're like, all right, let's get through. And all of a sudden, I get bumped, and I'm like, what the fuck? And this lady starts yelling at me. Blah, and all of a sudden I got cheese on my hands, and don't call me the cheese hands type of guy. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? And this bitch, the fact that she was mad at me was disgusting. I was like, what?
It was a very reckless. I mean, it was like this. This is how she was holding it, like out in front of her, literally like this, like with her arm bent. Insane. And if you're listening, she was holding it like fucking like out in front of her, balancing it on one hand. And Mike, if anybody would have even clipped her a little bit, let alone Mike's full shoulder, those things were going fucking everywhere, no matter what. And Mike put the whole fucking shoulder into it and got all cheesed the fuck up.
Oh my god, that made me so upset.
She was pissed. Oh, she was a big lady
pissed.
too.
Well, I didn't even look at her. I just heard her yell, and I was just so mad. I just kept walking because I was like, because I was gonna turn around and yell at her and like freak out, which I'm not that kind of guy. So I'm like, just fuck, keep swimming, Dory.
That was her third or fourth trip to those nachos.
Yeah, I mean, I would be upset too if I dropped a fucking probably $20 nacho, but like,
oh yeah,
have some awareness. That's all. Just know when you fucked up and just be like, oh my god, like this sucks. Like, hey. I'm sorry. And also, damn, this sucks. Then I would have been like, yeah, that's understandable. And I would have helped her or whatever the fuck. But that made me just pissed as fuck.
Tough.
Yeah,
overall, great trip.
Oh, overall, great trip for sure.
Great trip. And we'll do it again soon. Either Grand Rapids or fucking Detroit or Mayo. Who don't fuck knows where we're going to be next.
Yeah, and we have a fucking we do have a live episode that we're we're going to workshop and see if we can get it out there as like a bonus somewhere.
We might put some clips out. That's what Jack and I were discussing on Easter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I liked it. I didn't really care about. I don't really care about what we said. I just enjoyed it being in the same spot. I think it's so much better.
No, yeah, that definitely was cool. We'll workshop it. We just had some technical difficulties, but we'll definitely the next time we get together. You bet your sweet ass it's going to be sounding just like this, if not better.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rogue Creative. Shout out to Carl's Golfland. Anything else here?
Shout out to Bomb Tech.
Please sponsor us, for the love of God.
Yeah, please sponsor us. That would be sweet.
No free ads.
Really sweet.
I just bought a set of wedges from this place called Bomb Tech, and like their whole thing is like amateur golfers like that don't want to pay pro prices like this and everything, and like all the reviews and the tests say like they're almost as good, if not as good as all of like the big name brands. So pretty excited to use them wedges this weekend. And the guy Sully, his name is Sully, he sends you a personal email. My ass is probably not from him, but he's like, oh, if you ever need anything, email me. And I want to be like, sponsor the fucking pod.
Yeah. We are his people. Our listeners are his people. We're the everyman. We're the average Joe. We go out there on the fucking weekend and swing them and just try to do our best and get hammered. So
and the heads are literally rainbow colored. They're like in the light they're one color, in the the other way it's another color.
I believe that's iridescent is what they like to call that.
That's what I like to hear.
It's a $1.9 billion word. Shout out to Coca-Cola. If you can give us some of that, we'll even take 10 seconds worth of the money. That's 100 G's.
Yeah.
But cool. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing next week.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We always do. So we'll find some weird shit to talk about again. But we will see you guys next Thursday. Love you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.